Hi there, I'm meteorologist Jenn Harcher. I'm coming to you live from the Dick Goddard Weather Center here in Cleveland, Ohio with your Northeast Ohio forecast. I'm tracking a broken line of severe thunderstorms that have formed in our western and southwestern counties. Severe thunderstorm warnings have been issued for those counties, and I'll show you in just a second, and mainly until 12:30. But we're going to be tracking this line as it works its way to the east. Right now, the threats have been strong winds upwards of 60 miles per hour and also pea-size hail. So let's get right to the radar for you. We do have active severe thunderstorm warnings in place. Here's the line. It developed right around 11 o'clock along I-75, and it continues to work its way to the east as we go through the remainder of the morning and into the afternoon. This is a quick moving line, so I think it'll be out of our entire viewing area, so our far eastern counties, by the time we hit 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But I'll be here with you and get you through everything. Of course, we do have severe thunderstorm warnings that have been issued along this line. The latest in Erie and Huron County, that goes until 12:15. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and pea-size hail within these embedded thunderstorms as they continue to work its way to the east at around 45 miles an hour. All right, so we do have a severe thunderstorm warning that was just newly issued, again, along this line, more so our southwestern communities. This goes until 12:30, and it is for Ashland and Richland County. Again, if you look at the movement, it's moving to the east right around 45 miles per hour. Actually, let me get the very latest on that timing for you. So I do want to track the line. I'm going to zoom on out of here. Get on the normal reflectivity. Now, the severe threat, by the way, it is for everybody along this line. You can see anywhere shaded in yellow here. This is where the line's going to continue to work its way through the area. So we do have that risk going until 1:30 this afternoon. It'll be likely in Pennsylvania by the time we hit, let's say, 2:30. So that's good news. At least it'll be in and out before you know it. But of course, we've got these gusty winds forming. So far, we do have some reports of some gusty winds upwards of 65 miles per hour. That was in Port Clinton as the line moved through. So again, packing quite the punch. Last night, we had 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts embedded in some of these storms. Not out of the question, and that's the main threat as these thunderstorms move through. So here are the threats. Let me take you through them. Damaging winds, you know, those straight line winds where you get branches, power lines, stuff like that. You potential for some power outages. We have that line moving through right now in Richland and Ashland County, and you were pretty hard hit last night with some high winds, so there could be more power outage potential. Heavy rain, of course, and I cannot rule out a small risk of a tornado. So that's why we're coming on. We just want to let you know that we've got the severe thunderstorms rolling through our area, and there is a small tornado risk. Do I think we're going to have an outbreak? Absolutely not. But just in case, we will definitely be on here for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on right now on StormFox. Here's our reflectivity. We've got all those warnings in place. A lot of lightning activity with this. And again, this line is hauling. So we're going to go zoom in and track this for you. Let me turn off let me just get to this one right here. Turn off the counties. Here we go. Of course, my computer wants to freeze up on me now. Okay, here we go. So this line will be in and around Norwalk at around 11:48. Huron at 11:53, Townsend at 11:57. Again, these are moving rather quick to the east. We've got those high winds associated with this. I want to look at the latest from the National Weather Service just to get that movement correct. Okay, they're moving east at 55 miles per hour, so a little bit faster than anticipated. So of course, this is going to come through quick. You're going to get those strong winds, and then it'll be out. So Ahead of the line, we do have some thunderstorms popping right now. We've got some heavier rain in Henrietta over towards Florence, Wakeman, Clarksville. But again, the severe line, that's this one that extends from Sandusky all the way down to Willard. Embedded in this line are those 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And then we're going to extend south because we do have more thunderstorms along this line, and it's going to be moving into much of Richland and Ashland County. Right now, we've got a soaker going on here in and around Shelby. Again, some higher wind gusts possible, and then you go down towards the Mansfield area into Bettsville. This is all moving to the east as well, around 55 miles per hour. So right along I-71, the storm will be moving. Let's get a track on this. Let's take it into Wayne County and also Huron County, give you some time frames on this. Hayesville right around 11:55, Loudonville about 12, and then Worcester around 12:15 for you. So you can kind of get the gist here. The National Weather Service, kind of like last night, will be issuing severe thunderstorm warnings along this line as it continues to work its way to the east. So if you are in areas, let's say east of 77, I would start to tune in and listen right around 12:30, and between 12:30 and 1:30 it should be east of 77, and you'll likely be dealing with the severe thunderstorms, just like our neighbors to the west. So we take that line off and let's track some more for you. Something else just was issued. So the severe thunderstorm warning for Ottawa, Sandusky, and Seneca County just expired. You can see the line has moved through the area. Again, within that line, Port Clinton, now starting to see the rain moving out. But in and around Port Clinton, they had a 65-mile-per-hour wind gust. Other storm reports, I believe, were mainly buoy reports and over the lake. And that's where we had some higher wind gusts over 50 knots in some of those areas. So again, the severe thunderstorm warning for Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca County, you are in the clear. The severe thunderstorms have moved through your area. Not in the clear, we've got Erie and Huron County, and this is going to continue to work its way to the east. Right now it's in western Erie and Huron County, so areas such as Perkins, Groton, Milan, Huron, you're likely going to get hit with these thunderstorms here shortly. Norwalk over towards Bronson, heads up, you can have some high winds coming through your area. Let's track it here through Erie and Huron County and give you some other areas that possibly dealing with some timings for you. Ridgefield, excuse me, 1146. Norwalk around 1140 for you. Again, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible, pea-size hail not out of the question, and some heavier downpours. Greenwich around noon, Vermilion 1205 for you, Amherst 1213. Again, moving quickly to the east at around 55 miles per hour. So let's go down to the south once again. We have the severe thunderstorm warning for Richland and Ashland County. This goes until 12:30 this afternoon. All right, we have another severe thunderstorm. Oh, local storm reports are coming in. Utility pole snapped in Genoa. So stronger winds that push through the area. That, I believe, is in Sandusky County. Wood County, Hancock County, which is out of our viewing area, but 65-mile-per-hour wind gusts there, 64. That was a local storm report into the National Weather Service. So, I mean, the severe winds with this are definitely over 60 miles per hour. So prepare for that. Again, if you are east of 77, you've got some sunshine around right now. All is quiet, but this is all lurking and it's all moving to the east here. And even ahead of the line, we'll be watching some of these thunderstorms that have popped up in Lorain, Oberlin, just south of Wakeman. I mean, we've got some heavier downpours. Watch out for localized ponding on the roadways with some flood potentials, but it's moving quickly. So it's not going to sit over and just completely flood out your area. Clarksville, you've got some heavy rain moving on in. This is all moving towards Pittsfield and Wellington. Not a severe thunderstorm warning in that particular cell, but we'll be watching these as these continue to move to the east because it's getting into rather unstable air. I mean, the more cloud cover you have, the more stability you get. But remember, we were under full sunshine once the sun came up this morning. So our far eastern areas, you have the best chance of seeing the likelihood of stronger storms pushing through your area. So again, our far western counties under a severe thunderstorm warning if you are just joining us. This is for Erie, Huron, also Richland and Ashland County. Erie and Huron County, your severe thunderstorm warning, that's in effect until 12:15, and then in Richland and Ashland County, your severe thunderstorm warning with that line, that goes through 12:30. So if we take this here, I want to show you on Futurecast, because it is picking up on this line. Just to show you how fast it's moving. By noon, 12:30, I mean, we're already approaching I-77. That's going to hop that and then continue to work its way to the east. But look how quick it moves out. I mean, we're talking 1:30 being right on our eastern border there. And once that line clears, we can give you the all clear that there's no more severe thunderstorm warnings in play. Beyond that, it just gets colder. I mean, we're talking temperatures back down into the, say, low 40s by the time we sit down for dinner. And then we'll have some scattered showers around at that point. And believe it or not, so we're talking severe thunderstorms right now. We're going to be into the 30s at this point in the evening. That will likely be tracking a wintry mix as we go into the evening hours. I know, April Fools, really? Mother Nature not being kind to us. You know, it's like a 1-2 punch. We had it last night and we're getting it again later this morning. It's 11:48. It's almost the afternoon. I'm just going to say the afternoon now. So we're just getting it again in this afternoon. All right, National Weather Service is continuing to give us some storm reports here. We have 61 mile per hour wind gusts reported at Findlay. 60 mile per hour wind gusts. I'm not sure where that area. That's Wood County. Okay. And okay, so new severe thunderstorm warning. This one is for Lorraine. So as I said, they're just going to continue to issue along these lines. So Lorain County, I mean, it has definitely started to strengthen more. So over towards Amherst, this line is getting ready to move into Elyria. We also got a cell here down towards Kipton that continues to work its way towards Oberlin and Pittsfield. Your severe thunderstorm warning in Lorain County. This is in effect until 12:45. Radar indicated pea-size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts possible within that line. So like I said, this cold front, it's coming through with a vengeance. We had one last night and then we have one now this afternoon. Lisa said we get to build arcs. Oh, the pooch. The dogs are terrified of thunderstorm. Mindy, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know my dog doesn't like thunderstorms as well. Mark says, poor pooch. Okay, so if you have a question, comment about your area, feel free to comment in this Facebook post. We're going live on our Facebook page as well as on web. Of course, we'll break into live TV if there's a tornado warning. I'm saying this because the risk today, it's low, but there's still a risk that we could get spin, some rotation, in some of these storms producing a weak tornado, but we'll be on the lookout for that throughout the remainder of this afternoon and into the morning. Excuse me, this afternoon and into the early parts of this afternoon. Hail, definitely a possibility, upwards of quarter size. Now we've been seeing like pea-size hail, and then high winds. Over 58, that's the criteria for a severe thunderstorm. Again, within these storms, 60-65 mile per hour winds have been reported. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Erie and Huron County. The latest on that, still indicating 60-mile-per-hour winds and also some pea-size hail. So let me get right back to Storm Fox for you. If you're just joining us, we're tracking a line of severe thunderstorms. Once again, these are fast-moving. They're moving to the east at around 55 miles per hour. The latest, we've got the severe thunderstorm warning in Lorain County, and this goes until 12:45. We've got a strong line that has making its way towards Elyria, Avon Lake, and then we've got it moving towards Oberlin and Pittsfield momentarily. Straight line winds with this, upwards of 60, 65. We're still continuing to track these thunderstorms in Erie and Huron County, and then as we extend down towards Richland and Ashland County, we've got a line moving through Blooming Grove over towards Ruggles. It's going to be headed towards Sullivan and newly issued Wayne County and also Holmes County. You are now under a severe thunderstorm warning until 12:45 as well. This line is anticipated to be moving into your area again within this next hour. So let's track these lines once again for you. So if you're in some of these areas, because I know Lorain right on the edge of Cuyahoga County, I guarantee you Cuyahoga County is going to be the next one to get under some of these severe thunderstorm warnings. Let me track this line here for you. And we've got it moving into North Ridgeville right around 11:58. Around your lunch hour, noon in Westlake, North Olmsted, 12:03. Lakewood, get ready for some strong winds at 12:07. Strongsville, just before 12:15, and then North Royalton around 12:18 for you. So heads up for those areas. Again, if you are now in eastern Lorain County, you're going to get this moving through here pretty quick, moving to the east at 55 miles per hour. So this line is hauling, just like it was yesterday, or excuse me, during the early morning hours of today. So we've got some pockets of a lot of lightning in and around Shelby. We've got some heavier downpours here along 13. That's in the far corner of Richland County, far northwestern corner, so Bailey Lakes, Sullivan. We've got this line that's going to be pushing through your area momentarily. Some steady rain in and around Belleville, down towards Loudonville, Hayesville. You're starting to get into the action. And again, this is all moving to the east. So Ripley, Glenmont, Millersburg, Walnut Creek, heads up within this next hour. You've got that strong line pushing through. So anytime you hear those beeps, by the way, that's the National Weather Service. So I'm going to chat with them. That's them giving us reports, giving us updates on any severe thunderstorm warnings, any local storm reports across our area. Let's see here, Oregon. We got 57 mile per hour wind gusts as that line went through your area. 71 mile per hour wind gusts, same area, Oregon. So there's your first 71 mile per hour wind gusts with this line. So much like last night, that's what you're going to kind of feel and anticipate as this goes through. Now, as far as hail with this line, not out of the question. Hail size will likely be anywhere from not a ping pong. The common one will definitely be anywhere from that penny pea-size hail to upwards of a quarter with this one. Winds are an issue. I mean, with this front and along it and ahead of it, I mean, these wind gusts are, look at that wind gust. This is Mansfield, 62 mile per hour wind gusts right now with sustained winds at 38. We have these thunderstorms rolling through definitely with a vengeance. And southwest, anywhere sustained from 17 to upwards of 38, and there's your wind gusts. A lot of us approaching 40 or over 40. The impressive one right now, that one coming in out of Mansfield, and of course that's where this cold front is moving through right now. I mean, look at these high wind gusts, even behind the front. Finley's gusting to 52 We got 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts in the Akron-Canton area. Ashtabula, you're gusting to near 30, and that's not even with those thunderstorms. That's just ahead of it. So this wind advisory, it continues until 8 p.m. We can get gusts upwards of 50 throughout, even as after this cold front passes through. So this is a better shot of our weather alerts too. Anywhere in the bright yellow, that's where we have active severe thunderstorm warnings. So active severe thunderstorm warnings right now for Erie, Huron, Lorain, Richland, Ashland, Wayne, and Holmes County. Michelle says a little wind and light rain in Lorain, thunder and rain in Brook Park. Dave, thank you for a report. Doug, pouring rain and thunder in Elyria. I appreciate all your reports. By the way, you can always tweet any of your storm reports, pictures, but of course, you know, make sure you're safe. We don't want you to get out there when it's, you know, 60, 70-mile-per-hour winds are going through. And of course, if you're in our eastern communities, it might not be a good time to charge your cell phones. There could be some power outages as this line moves through your area. So let me see some of these other. West side of Elyria, not pouring here. Okay, thank you, Amy. Nancy, no problem. You know, we're always on, we're always watching these storms for you. And like I said, 1-2 punch today. It's like Mother Nature, April Fools. I wish I was joking, but she's playing a lot of tricks on us. The Storm Prediction Center, hold on, I actually want to check something because they were likely going to issue a severe thunderstorm watch for our eastern half. Saying watch is likely, but they haven't issued it yet. But, you know, it's active because we've got severe thunderstorm warnings all along that line that continues to work its way to the east. Let me look at their latest on their outlooks on here to see if that's changed in any way. There's still small tornado risk. But again, the main threat with this, everybody, the main threat with these thunderstorms that are moving through right now, it's those higher winds. It's those high winds upwards of 60, possibly even 70. Like I said, we've had those 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts in and around the Mansfield area. All right, or as that moved through. Oh, here we go. I was just talking about that, and they just issued it. Storm Prediction Center is likely going to issue this severe thunderstorm watch. Mansfield, let's see. I mentioned the 71, Oregon, excuse me. Holmes and Wayne County, you're still under the severe thunderstorm warning. Those are the newer counties. Let me take off the lightning strikes. I know we've got a lot of lightning associated with this, but I do want to highlight some of these storms. Here's the stronger line that continues to work its way through Avon, Elyria, Oberlin. I put a path on this as well. I'm going to take it through Parma, Strongsville. All right, so moving into Elyria now. North Ridgeville, 1202, 1208, Rocky River, Lakewood, get ready for some high, strong winds and also, you know, the heavier downpours. Brook Park, 1214, downtown Cleveland, so it's going to be moving right by the Fox 8 studios here at around 1215. Seven Hills, 1221. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 15 minutes or so, the National Weather Service issues a severe thunderstorm warning for Cuyahoga County. We're also starting to get some stuff popping ahead of this front. I mean, we've got some heavy rain that is now pushing into Eastlake. Menor, you're going to get hit with this. Over towards Collinwood, seeing the steadier rain. Mayfield Heights, Shaker Heights, a soaker moving through. And then just south of the lakeshore here, Rockefeller Ave, we're looking at Carnegie Ave. Puddles. I mean, it's coming down in buckets. We've got those heavier rain. I'm in Eastlake and it's getting bad. Elyria Hospital is getting hit now. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of your updates. I appreciate it. Storming really good in Lake County. Yeah, I just moved up to Lake County. Oh, there goes Cuyahoga County and Medina. You are now under the severe thunderstorm warning until 12:45. So 12:45, newly issued, and then Thunderstorm Watch is just issued for our eastern areas now, and this goes until 6 p.m. But like I said, these thunderstorms are moving through quick. We're going at 55 miles per hour to the east. So for our area, I think by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we should be clear of the severe weather threat. Right now, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning that is newly issued for Cuyahoga and also Medina County as this line moves through. I did want to check on some of the storm reports across our area. Here you go. Here's some of the latest within these lines. So, you know, if you are east of 77, this is a time to prepare for some of these stronger winds. There's your 58 mile per hour wind gusts. That was in Marion. Of course, that was just outside of our viewing area, but you know, here, Holmes, Tuscarawas, Carroll County, this is on the tail edge of the line of thunderstorms for you. We've got reports of wind damage at 11:04 in Wood County. A utility pole was snapped. I told you about that earlier. So we're talking 60 to 70 mile per hour winds with some of this. All right, so the severe thunderstorm watch, here's the latest on that. This is for, let me get to this other map for you to maybe, you know, there's a lot of colors and a lot of, I kind of want to clean it out so that you have a better handle. Let's go right to this. All right. Okay, so everybody under a wind advisory, that's until 8 p.m. That's for all of Northeast Ohio. Where we have shades of bright yellow, those are the severe thunderstorm warnings. Lorraine, something just popped for you. Okay, 70 mile per hour winds in Lorraine. So they're saying considerable thunderstorm damage threat there with those straight line winds. So they're continuing with the severe thunderstorm warning for Lorain County. Those near the lakeshore, I mean, just like yesterday or overnight, you have the chance of those 70 mile per hour wind gusts. And as seen here, 70 mile per hour wind gusts radar indicated, not actually occurring, but radar indicated. That means it's possible. So Cuyahoga, Lorain, I'd be on the lookout for that. Again, we do have that severe thunderstorm watch in the lighter shades of yellow. I know these yellows are kind of on the same scale. But that severe thunderstorm watch is until 6 o'clock, and it is for Ashtabula, Cuyahoga, Geauga, Holmes, Lake, Lorain, Mahoning, Medina, Portage, Stark, Summit, Trumbull, Wayne. So for those that haven't seen the severe thunderstorms yet or the line move through, you're under the severe thunderstorm watch. And I mean, that's no brainer there because, I mean, look at this. We've got this strong line that continues to work its way across our area. So in the clear, I'm not expecting any more severe thunderstorms if you're in Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca, Wyandotte, Crawford County. Right now, it's in our western areas, our southwestern areas. If you have plans to hit the road anytime soon, I would stay at home until this line passes. It'll be moving through rather quickly. Okay, we're getting reports of hail in Elyria right now, pitch black in Menor, Wellington getting hit, and North Royalton okay for now, clear in Akron, nothing in, you know, I really appreciate all your reports. I do. When the coast is clear and if you have any kind of wind damage or anything, be sure to send them my way. Now, unfortunately, I would be tweeting out a lot of this stuff, but my Twitter account got hacked and I had to jump through hoops to get stuff on here. So I've just been retweeting the National Weather Service warnings in the meantime. So just FYI, it's hard for me to post the latest on it, but you can always, at Jenn Harcher, go there and you can have the latest in your area. I just retweeted the severe thunderstorm watch. Okay. All right, let me get back to Facebook so I can answer. Clear it. So who's seeing the sunshine still? Okay, so it's really when this gets into our far eastern communities too. You've had a lot of the morning to destabilize, and that is why the Storm Prediction Center, put us in the slight risk. That's the same kind of category that we were in last night when the line moved through the area. So keep that in mind. And I mean, last night, we had those 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Okay, so 65 knots, marine warning. I mean, hopefully nobody's out on any kind of boats. Let me see. Getting dark here in Worcester, Fairview Park. Got the clouds rolling into your area. I'm looking outside our studio right now, and it's definitely raining. Here's some thunderstorms blossoming in and around Cleveland Heights, Shaker Heights, Mayfield, and Willoughby. I do want to get back to my non-moving radar here. Look at some of these winds. Anywhere you see like the shades of bright pink, I mean, that's some strong winds there. This is where we could possibly have, you're looking at our storm relative velocity tool on StormFox, which of course measures the wind and whatnot, and also can show rotation as well within some of the storms. But right now we're getting some strong winds in and around the Paynesville area. And again, this is moving to the east, so if you're in Lane, North Perry, anywhere north of I-90, prepare yourself for those 70+ mile-per-hour winds. When you see this shade of pink, that's never good news. When it gets yellow, that's when we're seeing some high winds. We've got some gusts going through just south of Solon and Bainbridge as well. I'm also, while I'm looking through this, I'm looking for any hints of some rotation, because like I said, there is that outside chance that we could get a weak spin up out of these storms with the potential of a tornado. And right now I'm not seeing anything that would indicate a tornado to me at the moment. But of course, I'm going to continue to monitor this. I got to switch back and forth just to make sure. There could be some stronger winds starting to approach the Bay Village area as well. But again, right now, if you are in and around Paynesville, up towards North Perry, North Madison on the Lake. I mean, I know Geneva on the Lake picked up a 62-mile-per-hour wind gusts with the storms overnight. If you're in these areas right here, I wouldn't be surprised if you get a severe thunderstorm report of 70 miles per hour. Wow, this is just a lot of stuff on the map here. Let me go back to the National Weather Service. Large tree limbs down and a roof blown off an outbuilding. That was in Ashland County. So that was at around noon. It is 12:08 right now. So let's go down there because we have considerable winds upwards of 70 in and around that area. So I'm going to take you a trip down to that area right now. It's this thunderstorm that's now starting to approach Holmes County into Millersburg. I want to get that reflectivity off. Just give me a moment, please. Take this query off so that you can see some stuff. All right, there we go. Save this. Wind's picking up fast, Madeline says. It's dark and raining in Westlake. Okay, so I'm going to take you down to that area. Again, it's in rural spots here, but this line, what you're seeing down, let's say, Route 514. So Glenmont, Ripley, it's these thunderstorms that were producing some of those stronger winds upwards of 70. And like I said, a report coming in from a trained spotter of large tree limbs down and a roof blown off an outbuilding. So these are some strong straight line winds that are moving through the area. The severe thunderstorm warning continues for Ashland and Richland County until 12:30. So I do want to put a track on this for you in Holmes County. Nope, hold on. Ripley, Glenmont, get ready for some strong winds. Let's go through the whole entire county here. Holmesville, this line's going to get into your area right around 12:19, so within the next 9 minutes. Millersburg around 12:22, so in the next 10 minutes. Bunker Hill, 12:30, Charm, 12:32, and Walnut Creek right around 12:30. So if you're in far eastern Holmes County, you have time to prepare for these stronger winds to move across your area. I do want to just put on the reflectivity again, or the velocity. So we've got strong winds that's getting ready to move across Route 83 in Holmesville, or just in and around Holmesville. So if you're in that area, keep that in mind. You got some stronger winds moving through. Go ahead and look at some of these other areas as well. On the velocity. We still have some strong winds pushing through Lorain County. You can see the shades of blue. Those are some strong winds moving through Lorain County with these thunderstorms. Here it is. Here's the line that we've been tracking, and this is what we've been talking about, is that 1-2 punch. We had that punch last night between 1 and 4 a.m. Shout out to our Fox 8 meteorologist, Mackenzie Bart. She drew the short straw and was in here covering that all night for you. And now we've got our second dose moving through at the moment, and lots of lightning associated with this. The strong winds, 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, that's definitely an issue. Watch out for, of course, power outages, limbs down. If you don't have to travel right now, wait for coast to be clear. Wait for this line to get out of here, because once it moves out, you're in the clear. It's just going to be cold. You're going to be reaching for that winter jacket and eventually staring at some snow showers mixing in later on. So again, our latest, we do have the severe thunderstorm warnings. Let's see if we have Cuyahoga County. You are under that, Lorain, you're under the warning until 12:45. Same with Cuyahoga, Medina County, and that severe thunderstorm watch that goes through 6 p.m. But like I said, I think that this is going to definitely be over with by that point. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning that has now been issued for Tuscarawas, also Carroll County. This goes until 1 o'clock this afternoon. So again, the National Weather Service continues just to issue these thunderstorm warnings along this line. I don't think there's going to be a county that does not get a severe thunderstorm warning. So Summit County, Portage County, Stark County, you're not seeing it just yet, but as that line moves through, you'll likely have it reach severe limits. Parma Heights, the calm before the storm. Let me see. Independence, rain is clearing now. Winds picking up, clouds moving in Cuyahoga Falls. Thanks again for everybody that is giving me some of these reports. Clear here in Avon. Zoom back in here. Yes, those that are in Erie, Huron County, Richland County, you are in the clear. Ottawa, Seneca, Sandusky County, you do not have to worry about a severe thunderstorm warning for the remainder of the day. It's just along this line and ahead of this line. Okay, so getting calls of numerous trees down south of the city of Ashland, areas affected, State Route 60, between Ashland and Hayesville, also down around the Loudonville area. So again, this one in particular line in and around Worcester, getting ready to move through Salt Creek, moving through, I highlighted Millersburg, Walnut Creek. It's this area that we're concerned with more of the higher winds, upwards of 70, that are knocking down trees and power lines. I have power in eastern Lorraine. That's good to hear. Brunswick, getting dark. Eastern County, let's see some other reports here. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts estimated in North Olmsted. 50-mile-per-hour gust, Vermilion, the 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And North Olmsted, 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts expired. Erie County. And then now just issued, let's go straight to Lake and Geauga County. Lake and Geauga County, you are now under a severe thunderstorm warning. I mentioned that you could possibly get those high winds going through the area, especially along the lake shore there. So if you're in around Lake and Geauga County, we've got this severe thunderstorm warning, and that goes through 1:15 this afternoon. Inch hail, so we're talking quarter-size hail, and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with that. We've got higher wind gusts, of course, of 60 miles per hour reported in Mansfield and also in Lorraine-Elyria area. Okay. I'm going to take a quick sip of water here. Good afternoon. I wanted to kind of start over again because if you're now joining me, I'm tracking a line of severe thunderstorms, much like we had last night. This is a fast-moving line. It's moving to the east at around 55 miles per hour. So by the time we hit 1:30, 2 o'clock, I think this line will be out of our area. But until then, if the line has not moved through your town, city, county yet, it's coming. It's along a cold front, and this cold front, once again, is going to bring some huge changes to our area. We do have active severe thunderstorm warnings along that line, and as that line continues to work its way to the east, the National Weather Service will likely continue to issue those severe thunderstorm warnings. So safe to say that everybody will likely have a severe thunderstorm warning before 2 o'clock this afternoon. Jimmy says very windy in Wadsworth, dark to the west. Rain starting now, horizontal rain. We do now have a severe thunderstorm warning issued for Portage and Summit County. And that goes until 1:15. Same deal here, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and we've got the potential for some hail. In fact, let's talk about the hail. I'm going to go ahead and put on our hail tracker once I find it. Got a lot of stuff on here. Here we go. So anywhere you see the shades of blue, bright blue, neon blue, that's where we have some hail going on. Our radar indicated hail right along the steps of Medina County, Litchfield, Chatham. As you head into northern Summit County, we're getting a little cell here just south of Northfield into Macedonia. That's a larger size, probably quarter-size hail. And here's part of the reason why Lake County has been issued a severe thunderstorm warning, because we have larger size hail in and around Menor on the lake, just now passing Hopkins Road there. That's going to head towards Jackson Street and eventually Paynesville. We've got a cluster of hail in and around Kirtland Hills, now just east of Wickliffe. So if you're Kirtland Hills, a little mountain area, this continues to work its way to the east. So, you know, Chardon, Munson, Clarendon, right along that border there. Get ready. It's hail and some stronger winds. Twinsburg, Bainbridge about to get some hail as well. Moving down to the south, we've got some hail associated with that line of thunderstorms from Congress to Worcester, and then far south into portions of Holmes County, Ripley, Glenmont. But in this area, I'm more concerned about the stronger winds, upwards of 70 miles per hour. I'm going to watch this kink here. We could be getting some stronger winds. Maybe some very, very weak rotation around South Creek Salt Creek. So we're going to continue to monitor this as it moves to the east. So if you're in the Salt Creek area, down towards Mount Eaton, West Lebanon, Brewster, just tune in. We want to make you aware that, you know, you could possibly have some severe thunderstorms with some stronger winds pushing in. And again, showing some weak rotation within Salt Creek. Does that mean that, you know, I'm expecting a tornado? I'm just going to monitor it, but just wanted to point that out. So if you're in southern Wayne County, also southeastern Wayne County, right along that stretch of 250, Route 250, just south of Worcester, so East Union, Mount Eaton, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned. Again, we've got some stronger storms pushing through the area right now. So getting back to Storm Fox here, I mean, as well as these high winds and also pea-size to quarter-size hail, we've got some heavier rain. We've got a lot of rain here coming down in Litchfield, Chatham. This continues to work its way to the east, so Medina's eventually going to get hit with this. Hinckley over towards Granger, Richfield, Gent, and then eventually into Summit County. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning now as well. We've got a cell that's pushing through northern Summit County. So you're in Sagamore Hills, Twinsburg, just north of 82. Watch out. I actually just got a report in and around that area. Here's Solon. Solon's report, Neil, thank you. Pea-size hail occurring right now in Solon. I wouldn't be surprised if it's combined with some higher winds upwards of 60. The average wind gusts within these clusters of thunderstorms have been right around 60 miles per hour, 60, 65. We've had it as high as 70, but I just want you to keep that in mind. I mean, we've got some high winds coming through our area. Here's the latest scan from Storm Fox, and I want to mention those that are in the clear, those that do not have to worry about severe thunderstorms anymore for the rest of the day. Ottawa, Seneca, Sandusky, Erie, Huron, Wyandotte, Crawford, Richland, and Ashland County. The areas that we're focusing on right now, Lorraine, I think the severity of your thunderstorms have now pushed out, mainly northern Medina County, extending down towards Wayne County into Holmes, and then eventually into Stark County, Summit County, Portage County. And then we've got the stronger storms, again, moving through portions of southeastern Cuyahoga County, moving into Geauga County, and then we have those storms up to the north here in Lake County. You're north of Route 20 in Lake County, north of 90. We've got some heavy rain, some stronger winds that are definitely pulling on into the area. So speaking of winds, let me get right back to our scan. Pinks show some stronger winds, of course the blues as well. Go right back to the all right, so if you're in and around Dalton, Salt Creek, down towards Route 94, I'm going to put this back on reflectivity here. I want to track this for you because we're getting some, okay, hold on. Now is not the time for my computer to freeze up. Okay, here we go. Trying to clear this out for you. If you are down in and around East Union, Salt Creek, Mount Eaton, this thunderstorm has been producing some really strong winds. So I'm also seeing some weak rotation within this. So this little bowing segment here, let me go ahead and put a track on this to give you some timing as this continues to move through. Remember, this is the area that it's seen sunshine the longest, more of a chance of some stronger storms. So if you're in and around Dalton right now, right along Route 30 there, within the next 5 minutes or so, this thunderstorm is going to pass through. Just take extra precaution because, 70-mile-per-hour winds, that's getting up towards that hurricane strength wind. So maybe if you want to find your safe shelter with this, you might want to as this passes, because This thunderstorm has been producing those strong winds upwards of 70. We've had reports of trees down, power lines down, and a roof blown off a part of an outbuilding. So that's the same cell. So if you're in and around these areas, Dalton, Tuscarawas, eventually Maslin, around 1240, just heads up in the Canton area around 1245, Malvern in northern Carroll County around 1 o'clock. I just want you to be aware. Just be aware of this. Not saying that I think it's going to come of this, but the 70-mile-per-hour winds, that's definitely not to blink at. All right, we've got the strong winds actually moving through Cleveland right now, right outside the Fox 8 studio. Come on, hold on. Some strong winds. So this line that's moving through, that just got through Lakewood, it's headed towards Brooklyn, Newburgh Heights, downtown Cleveland. The winds have really started to pick up. I'm looking outside our studio right now. Sharon, what do you mean? No, I'm just going around the radar here. If you're in Lakewood, Brooklyn, Newburgh Heights, this batch that continues to work its way to the east at 50 miles per hour. So I'm going to go ahead and put a track on this because we're getting the stronger winds associated with this. Again, in Cuyahoga County, we've got that severe thunderstorm warning that is active. So this line continues to push its way to the east rather quickly here at 55 miles per hour. And within that line, Newburgh Heights, around 1230 for you, Shaker Heights 1237, Beechwood around 1240, Huntington Valley 1244. Just so you know, the severe thunderstorm warning started at around 11 o'clock. So we've been on bringing you this severe thunderstorm warnings and updates here since 11:30. Once this is through, we're done. I'm thinking here 1:30 in the afternoon, and let's check out some of the latest storm reports across our area so you know what you're dealing with as this moves through. Those higher wind gusts in and around Ashland County, this is where we had those large limbs down, the roof blown off of an outbuilding. So these winds are rather strong. Huron, the city of Wakeman, trees and power lines down around the area of Lincoln and Green Roads, and then beyond that, that's out of our viewing area. But of course, if you have any kind of severe thunderstorm reports, make sure you're safe, make sure you're out, and then get out and give us the reports. Okay, so let me go ahead and see some of these other comments. Pea-sized hail, again in Solon. We have the severe thunderstorm warning has now been dropped for Ashland and Richland County. Ashland and Richland County, you are in the clear. Ashland, again, have had reports of numerous trees and utility lines down south of the city. So if you're in and around the Ashland area, you kind of want to avoid that. Worcester, getting reports of some higher wind gusts here, upwards of 60. So we've got that line pushing through Wayne County right now. Accompanying with this line, obviously, a lot of lightning, a lot of wind, and some heavy rain. So once it's out, it's out. The cluster is approaching or at I-77, and it continues to work its way to the east. By 1:30, give it about another hour. And I believe that much of the severe threat will be over with. And speaking of threats, here are the risks in case you haven't had the line of thunderstorms blow through yet. The tornado, there's a small risk of that, not out of the question, but there's a small risk. Quarter-size hail, upwards of that, and of course the high winds. I mean, we've already had the winds of 60 to 70 and locally heavy rain. So I do want to put a track on some of these. A severe thunderstorm warning continues for Medina, Cuyahoga County, over into Lake County, Geauga County, Portage County, and now Stark County. Stark County, you are now under a severe thunderstorm warning as well. The thunderstorms, the line, that cluster is pushing into your western areas at the moment. So Brewster, Canton, get ready. You've got that line moving through. That Stark County, It's in effect until 1:15 this afternoon, 1:15. Nikki, the storms are moving at 55 miles per hour, 55 miles per hour to the east. So that's how fast they're moving. They'll be in and out before you know it, but of course, laying down quite the punch here across our area. It's like we just got done with those severe thunderstorms last night, and now we've got a 1-2 punch. Cluster of some stronger storms with some heavy rain approaching 77. Richfield, Gent, get ready, Hudson, Cuyahoga Falls, Akron. Again, within these, we've got some hail, we have some wind. And here, let me put a track on this for you and take you into Portage County. Again, most of these are moving to the east at 55. So if you're in the Richfield area, hitting about now. Copley, 1236. Copley Junction, right around 1240. In around the Akron area. So Akron, 1245. Talmadge, around 1250. Same with Kent. Ravenna and Rootstown, so now we're getting into Portage County. That line will be sweeping through your area around 1 p.m. So you got a half hour to get ready for the line. However, you do have some showers in play at the moment as well, or not showers, some heavier downpours from Shalerville to Hiram. So even ahead of this broken line, there are clusters, there are little cells that are popping up, and we're going to continue to monitor these little cells. We have one that's pushing through right between 322 and 422, so 87. If you live along 87 in Geauga County from Newberry to Middlefield, all the way down into Mesopotamia, we've got a stronger line that's eventually going to be working its way through the area. Got the heavier rain in around Strongsville, Broadview Heights, Richfield now getting the line moving through. Solon had pea-size hail reported. Again, thank you for everybody that has been giving me the reports. Nikki, thank you. I appreciate it. Mindy says sunshine here and still windy. Mindy, where you at? Sunshine now in eastern Lorain. See, Lorain was dark, windy. I mean, right now I'm looking outside the Fox 8 studio and it looks rather ominous out there. We still have the wind and you can see the tail, the end of it. Seeing sunshine in Lorain now. So in the clear, Lorain County, western Medina County, much of Wayne County, also western Holmes County. So the areas that we're concerned with at the moment, right along 77, the counties right along 77, that's where we're getting hit hard with the heavy rain and those high winds. So it's right on target. We've been talking about it all morning long on Fox 8 News. The thunderstorm started around 11:30. That's when the first severe thunderstorm warning was issued, and still timing on track for it to be right around 1:30 in the afternoon, getting right to that border, that Pennsylvania-Ohio border. So, but that doesn't mean that, you know, it's going to be completely all over with, because we still have to deal with the winds. Wind advisory, that continues until 8 o'clock. So even after the front passes, we're still going to have high winds. We're just not going to get the severe winds of 60 to 70 miles per hour. We'll get those gusts upwards of 50. It will be a gusty afternoon, and we'll likely be tracking some rain showers as well as some snow showers. So your high wind gusts, they're sticking around here through the remainder of the afternoon. Of course, now it's the worst as that cold front continues to move through. But by the time we get into the evening, that's when our gusts start to go down. Sunshine in Worcester now. Parma Heights just got high winds and rain so far. Thank you again for everybody that is giving their reports. I appreciate it. Windy and really dark in North Hill, in and around Akron. All right, so severe thunderstorm warning continues. 70-mile-per-hour winds for Portage and Summit County. So we got quarter-inch hail reported in some of these areas. Burke Lakefront, high wind gusts. 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Medina County. Just reading some of the stuff coming in from the National Weather Service. And then now issued severe thunderstorm warning for Ashtabula County, and that goes until 1:30. We have reports of penny-sized hail, Munson Township, State Route 44, and Butternut Road. A 60-mile-per-hour wind gust in Smithville in Wayne County, and a large tree down across Nicholas Road, south of Weymouth in Medina County. So these thunderstorms, 60 mile per hour, 70 mile per hour winds. And of course, I've been watching for the potential of some weak rotation as well. So newly issued, we have the severe thunderstorm warning for Ashtabula County right here. And that goes until 1:30. The thunderstorms are moving out of North Madison. So if you are along route or Interstate 90 and north of that, watch for these clusters to continue to work its way to the east. They're moving at around 50. We've got that stronger one pushing down at 87 in Geauga County. That's eventually going to head towards portions of Trumbull County. And then here comes Portage, Summit County getting hit hard with a lot of lightning, even Cuyahoga County down towards the south, southern Cuyahoga County, and again, right through downtown Cleveland right now. Pea-sized hail reports in and around Cuyahoga County. Numerous branches down in Medina County with winds estimated upwards of 50 miles per hour. So let me get back to this because it's just after 12:30. To show you my face because I've been talking over this for so long. I'm meteorologist Jenn Harcher. I'm joining you live from the Dick Goddard Weather Center in Cleveland, Ohio with your latest update here as we head into this wicked afternoon. We've had this, been tracking for the last hour and a half, a line of severe thunderstorms continues to work through our area, and with this line we've had reports of 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. It's moving quickly to the east at 55 miles per hour. So I mean, if I were you, I would get into your safe space in your home, because we can get up to the 70 mile per hour winds. That's taking down branches, power lines. I mean, we've had reports of the roof blown off of some outbuildings. So it's hauling, it's moving quickly. If it hasn't hit you yet, it's going to. Again, this cold front, you're going to get under a severe thunderstorm warning if you're not already under a severe thunderstorm warning. So the latest, we do have the severe thunderstorm warning. I'm reading what the National Weather Service is saying. Okay. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings active for Ashtabula, Lake Geauga, Portage, Summit, Stark, Carroll, Tuscarawas County, and I believe Wayne County, Holmes County. Even though you're shaded in yellow right now, the threat for severe weather is out of your area. Medina and Lorain momentarily, I believe that the severe thunderstorm warning will be dropped for you. We've got the strong line of winds taking place right now along 77. So if you're in and around, got a cluster of strong thunderstorms pushing through Solon right now, getting ready to get into Hudson, Cuyahoga Falls. This continues to work its way to the east, so I do want to put a track on this for you as well to give you a timing for those in Portage County for these stronger winds. Garrettsville, right around 1 o'clock, so you've got about 20 minutes before the strong winds get into your area. Newton Falls, about 45 minutes away from you, 112, that line, if it holds together, the cold front will be pushing through your area. Closer to the time right now, moving through Macedonia at the moment, Cuyahoga Falls, you're going to get some high winds here in the next 15 minutes, or 5 minutes, 12:45. Stowe, 12:47 for you, and Kent, about 10 minutes from now. So watch out. We've got some strong winds blowing through much of Summit County right now with some heavy rain, and that's going to continue to work its way to the east through Portage County. I do want to check back into some of our southern counties. We've got a line that is formed between Akron and Beach City and Stark County. This one has had the history of producing some 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Right now, it's a locally heavy rain with some strong winds right along 77 here, so down towards Strasburg. I'm going to put it through the rest of Stark County, getting into portions of Columbiana County. If you're in Louisville, 12:47 for you. Randolph, this line will be pushing into your area around 12:50. Alliance 1256, so anywhere along Route 62, Route 30, if you're in Stark and Columbiana County, those areas, get ready. We've got that line pushing through in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Salem, it's going to hit you around 110. Canfield, around 115. So those severe thunderstorm warnings continue. Brooklyn, Ohio, thunder and lightning, no power in North Hill, Akron. Thank you, Peggy, for passing the report along. Amber says very high winds in Akron right now. Power out in North Hill. Mandy, no problem. Again, once this is out of here, Worcester's reporting sunshine. Lorraine's reporting sunshine. So the back edge of this is now starting to move through western Cuyahoga County, central Medina County. I don't expect any more severe thunderstorms in these showers in Medina County. It's more so our eastern counties. So hang tight. Ashtabula, Lake, Geauga, eastern Cuyahoga County, down towards Akron, Portage County, Trumbull County, Mahoning, Columbiana, through Stark, Carroll, and Tuscarawas County. You still have about another hour before I can say, hey, we're in the clear. High winds in Akron, but I still have no power southwest. All right. I do want to put a sweep on this just to see what kind of winds we're talking about. Go into some areas here. We got the shades of bright pink. Got a lot of high winds right now in eastern Cuyahoga County, Lake County, much of Geauga County, as well as northern Summit County. So the bright pinks, that's some strong winds. And right now it has been just strong winds. We've had no reports of a tornado or radar indicated rotation. We're going to continue to monitor that threat because it's a small outside chance that we could get a local spin up here. So we'll continue to monitor that as these storms continue to work its way to the east. And lots of lightning associated with this. East of 77, we're going to get hit hard here, but again, we've been asking, how fast is this moving? This is moving 55 miles an hour. So we're talking, it's hauling across our area. So let me put a wider view on this. Let's go straight into downtown Cleveland. It's still very windy outside the Fox 8 studio, right down 77. And I'm going to take it into the Pennsylvania area just to give you a timing on things. Youngstown, 1:30. So by 1:30, it's going to be in around the Youngstown area. That's 45 minutes away. So there's a potential for some severe thunderstorms, or there will be severe thunderstorms for eastern areas through around 1:45. I think by the time we hit 2 o'clock, I can say all clear for all of Northeast Ohio. But in the meantime, if you're in our counties east of 77, prepare yourself, if the line hasn't moved through already, for those stronger winds upwards of 60, 70 miles per hour. We've had some very strong winds associated with this front. I'm going to go straight to the reports. Here are the latest reports across our area that have been coming in to the National Weather Service. They're starting to trickle in past the storm, or past that line. We've got a wind report in Smithville in Wayne County, 59 miles per hour. We've got it in Ashland County with large tree limbs down and a roof blown off an outbuilding. We've been talking about that. That occurred around an hour ago. Numerous trees, utility lines down south of the city. So if you're in and around that area, best to stay put where you're at. Let local law enforcement get the place cleared up for you. Let's go down towards Wakeman in Huron County. Trees and power lines down around the area of Lincoln and Green Road. And then these just coming in, Summit County in Richfield, 3 large tree down near the area of Route 303 and Route 176. Another report, this one coming in out of Medina County. Let me get it for you. It's not popping up. Large tree down across Nichols Road, in and around Medina County. So those are some more storm reports for you. We're getting some more local storm reports from the National Weather Service. A 64-mile-per-hour wind gust recorded in downtown Cleveland. What has expired, the severe thunderstorm warnings, Lorain, Holmes, and Wayne County. You are not under a severe thunderstorm warning anymore. I'm going to put up the warning map once again. Give you a clearer shot of this. Been talking for about 2 hours almost. I'm gonna get a sip of water, I'm sorry. So those that are seeing or have the severe thunderstorm warning still active: Eastern Cuyahoga, Summit, Lake Geauga, Ashtabula, Trumbull County now, Mahoning County, you are under the severe thunderstorm warning, and that takes you down towards Portage, Summit, Stark, Tuscarawas, and Carroll County. I think the only county in our eastern counties that is not under a severe thunderstorm warning as of yet, that's Columbiana County. That will likely be coming momentarily. So even if you're not under a severe thunderstorm warning in Columbiana County, you'll likely have some strong winds and some heavy rain pushing through here by 1:30. Some of these have been creating some hail. We've had reports of pea-size to quarter to penny-size hail, and we're still getting reports of hail across some of these thunderstorms. So our potential hail size here, there we go. Quarter-size hail in and around Bainbridge right now. Reminderville likely getting some hail. We're seeing some small hail, Hiram, Parkman, Mesopotamia, and then we do have north of Huntsburg some larger hail, maybe quarter-size, penny to quarter-size hail, that around Route 86. That's going to continue to work its way towards Hartsgrove. Got some small hail in and around northern Ashtabula County. Still dealing with hail in much of eastern Cuyahoga County along 271. That's going to be a rough ride if you're traveling towards 271. We've got some higher winds and some hail occurring there. Northern Summit County, north of Cuyahoga Falls into Hudson, Sagamore Hills, Nordonia. You're getting some pea-size hail, at least Doppler radar indicated pea-size hail. And then this extends down through Hartville, Canton, over into Carrollton County. Carroll County, excuse me. We've got some hail pushing into Carrollton right now, and same with in and around New Philadelphia. The Storm Prediction Center did update our severe risk, and of course they put our eastern counties under an enhanced. That's a 3 out of 5. So the areas that I've been talking about, Lake, Geauga, Portage, Columbiana, Ashtabula, Trumbull County, you have a high chance of getting 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. I mean, that's been the main threat here. But again, we're still on the lookout for the potential of some rotation within some of these storms. Pea-size hail in Munson Township. Tree down at Walsh University campus in North Canton due to straight line winds. And the thunderstorm warning in Cuyahoga and Medina has now expired. So if you are in Medina County, you're in the clear. The severe thunderstorms are out of the area. But again, it started around 11 o'clock. I'm thinking 1:30, 2 o'clock. It should be out of our area altogether. In the clear, we've got Ottawa, Seneca, Sandusky, Erie, Huron, Wyandotte, Crawford, Richland, Ashland, Wayne, Holmes, Medina, Lorain, and really much of Cuyahoga County. I know it's still raining in eastern areas right now, but the severe threat, for the most part, for those high winds have ended. You can still get those small size hail. But here's the cluster that I've been monitoring as it works its way to the east. I'm going to put it right to the border, so we have the timing on the border here, the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. Chesterland, I believe the worst of it's already moved through your area. I kind of made a bigger arc here. Alliance coming in at right around 12:55. Newton just after 1 p.m. Strong line of winds occurring in and around Austintown, 1:15. We've got Youngstown at 1:20, and then there you go. There are the Pennsylvania cities, Sharon, Newcastle. That's after 1:30. So I'm positive that we have about 40 more minutes of the severe weather risk here in Northeast Ohio, and then we can give you the all clear. We haven't gone on television yet. We do that for tornado warnings only, so we're coming live to you on all of our web platforms. It's already starting to brighten up in downtown Cleveland. I'm starting to see it lighten. It's still windy though, and by the way, wind, that's going to continue throughout the remainder of the afternoon. Gusts upwards of 50 behind the front. Okay, so I'm going to go in and around down towards our southern counties here. We've got some stronger winds pushing into Carrollton right now. I'm looking for some weak rotation within some of these cells. Severe damage in North Canton. Hey, Justin, can you elaborate on severe damage? What's going on in North Canton? What kind of damage? Elliott, Akron area. Amber says lost power almost 3 times. Connie says the weather is horrible. Caroline, hello from Lake County. A lot of wind, Matthew said. Still have power in southwest Akron. Sunshine in Portage Lakes. That's what Jackie says. Very rainy and windy in Euclid. Windy, lots of thunder. Trees down, shingles blew off homes, and power out. Justin, thank you for giving us that report. Again, this is coming in out of North Canton. Trees down, shingles off homes, and the power is out. That's what 60 to 70 mile per hour winds do, and these clusters, these thunderstorms have been producing that. I don't think I've seen anything less than 55 with some of these higher wind reports coming in, anywhere from upwards of 72 miles per hour as the storms move through. If you are west of 77, west of Route 77, you do not have to worry about any kind of severe thunderstorms for the remainder of the day. It'll still be windy. We do have the wind advisory. That continues through around 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is when the wind advisory goes. Winds out of the southwest, 20 to 30, gusting to 50. And here's your wind gust forecast, just so you can kind of get a depiction of this. I mean, look at that, went up to 1 o'clock. We're talking the next 10 minutes. This is with the front. We had those 60 mile per hour winds. And it's going to continue to step down as we head through the late afternoon and into the evening. By the time we get towards sundown, wind gusts will be right around 25. So our highest wind gusts occurring between now and 5 p.m. And that's why that wind advisory continues. I do want to show you Futurecast because it is having a great handle on these thunderstorms that continue to work its way through. This is with that strong cold front. Watch how quickly that cluster gets out of here. See, 1:30, it's right on the border. But then behind it, we're not talking low 60s like we're sitting at, our upper 50s. Our temperatures are going to be falling. By the time we get towards 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we've got 40s showing up, low and mid 40s expected, and there'll also be rain showers around. So even though you're seeing the sunshine right now, that's not going to last long. Once we get this wind shift and behind that front, we'll still have on and off rain showers. Once it gets colder, in the upper 30s, and this little trough moves in here at around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Wintry mix possible, not expecting any kind of accumulation, don't worry about that, but just really the cold. no accumulation expected. If anything, maybe a dusting on the ground. Futurecast, by the time we get into tomorrow morning, this is your pick day of the weekend, obviously. We've got sunshine around, but it's going to be a cold start. Temperatures in the upper 20s, and we are headed back into the mid and upper 40s tomorrow afternoon. Again, lots and lots of sunshine expected. So tomorrow, by far, the pick day of the weekend. I do want to check some latest wind speeds and wind gusts. Winds now out of the west, sustained anywhere from 15 to upwards of 43. I mean, look at the lakefront. We've got sustained winds at Burke Lakefront of 43 miles per hour. 59 mile per hour wind gusts around the lakefront. I can attest to that. I've been watching the wind just go through outside of our Fox 8 studio windows here. 52 mile per hour wind gusts in the Akron-Canton area with sustained winds of 25. Okay, so in Brunswick, we've got reports of thunderstorm damage, poles and wires down near I-271 and Ridge Road. Winds of 60 miles per hour just went through the Hartville area. Geneva on the Lake had some higher wind gusts as well. In Willowick, a spotter says a piece of a roof blew off of a building and damage to several vehicles in the parking lot. So the roof damaging several vehicles in that parking lot. Willowick. I gave you a heads up in and around Lake County when those heavier, higher winds were going through. We still continue to monitor these thunderstorms, now moving through Ashtabula County, right along Trumbull, Ashtabula into Conneaut. Lenox, Pierpont, New Lyme, Andover, prepare yourself for those 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. Thanks, Neo, for saying it's over in Solon. No power in North Hill, Cuyahoga Falls starting to brighten up. So right now, areas that I'm concerned about, Ashtabula County with these higher winds and of course the hail, Lenox, New Lyme, Pierpont, Andover, right along Route 6 there. This will continue for the next 20 minutes before it's out. And then we're going to cycle to the south, now starting to move out of central Geauga County, so eastern Geauga, eastern Portage County, down towards Nelson, Parkman, Garrettsville, Charlestown, Palmyra. You're getting that line, that front moving through. Watch out for those higher winds. And then now pushing through again, eastern Stark County from Alliance to Minerva. So along Route 62, Route 30 into Columbiana County, we're going to get those higher wind gusts as well. Let's take some of this stuff off here for you. The severe thunderstorm warnings: Carroll County, Columbiana County, Mahoning County, Trumbull, Ashtabula County, and now eastern Stark County, much of Portage, and Lake County still under the severe thunderstorm warnings. So now I'm going in and just kind of checking to see about some rotation. I want to take the lightning off because there's so much lightning. Get you the latest scan here on StormFox. It's just now popping up. Hold on. It's a cluster. So this cell, of course, has been producing those higher winds in and around Parkman, Nelson. So if you are along Route 88 and as you head into Trumbull County, so Bristol, Johnson, Greene, these areas are going to be impacted by the stronger winds, the heavy rain. I do want to put a track on this for you and some timing to give you a heads up here. Southington, 104, Bristol, 109, Champion, 110 for you. In and around the Cortland area, 117. Kinsman, 125. And Hartford, 126. So Kinsman and Hartford right on the Pennsylvania border. So you're seeing that hit at 130. After 130, I believe that we're going to be able to sound the all clear on severe thunderstorm warnings for our area. And then what's left will be that wind advisory. We also have some stronger cells here in and around western Mahoning County, western Columbiana County. West is getting hammered right now. If you're in and around Salem, Beaver, Unity, heads up. That cell has produced some strong winds, straight line winds upwards of 70. Remember, we got that report out of North Canton on here of damage with shingles blown off of homes, power's out and trees down. So Salem, New Middleton, Unity, if you have a safe place to get to, we're not talking tornadoes, but I mean straight line winds of 70, that's a lot. So if you could just get there just until the line passes. You don't want your roof or something to blow off while it moves through, and then you not be prepared or safe from that. Carroll County, eastern Carroll County right now, Scroggsfield down towards Dutch Corners, Kilgore. We've got that stronger line pushing through your area. That's going to be out within the next 10 minutes. This, again, it's moving quickly. I do want to go back up towards Portage and Geauga County right now. Parkman getting hit hard with some heavy rain, even some hail. I mean, we've had hail reported across much of our area with this as well. So not only these high winds, but we're still getting reports of, I'd say, pea-sized hail at the moment. If you see anywhere shaded in green pop up, that means more so penny to quarter size. There hasn't been any kind of severe hail reported, but we've had reports of pea to quarter size hail out of this line. Now, the main threat, again, the winds that continue to work its way through with the front itself, and the higher winds right now still in Lake Geauga, getting ready to blow through Ashtabula and also Trumbull County. So we've got some high winds associated with this, 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Willoughby, most windy now. Mayfield, Lyndhurst area, heavy wind, rain, have not had hail. Thank you, Helen, for your report. I appreciate it. So if you are just joining us, I've been on the web live for you covering a line of severe thunderstorms. Started around 11 o'clock in our far western communities. Now, don't worry, you're in the clear, and got about another half hour of these severe thunderstorms for our far eastern counties. The counties that I'm watching closely right now would be Ashtabula, Trumbull, Mahoning, and Columbiana County. So severe thunderstorm warnings continue for those areas until 1:30 this afternoon, and then after that we can sound the all clear. I know the Storm Prediction Center will have us under the severe thunderstorm watch. You probably got it on some of our alerts until 6 p.m. For our area, I think that's going to obviously be dropped early. Once that front comes through, that's the end of the severe weather. So I do want to take you back to Storm Fox. Let's go ahead and do check here, and we continue to have those severe thunderstorm warnings. Right now, the line, that cold front itself, is in eastern Lake County, eastern Geauga County, moving out of Portage County. It is clear. Stark County, you're clear. That strong line right now pushing through southern Mahoning County and into Columbiana County. So if you are in between Route 224 and Route 30, so in between Ellsworth and Center, Salem, right in between those two areas, this cell has had the history of producing some strong straight line winds upwards of 70 miles per hour and doing a lot of damage across portions of Stark County, also Holmes County. So this one line is what I'm concerned with right now. So Canfield, that's going to be blowing through your area around 112, Greenford 109, Salem 106, Center at 114, and then eventually into Unity. Unity is going to be that town right on the edge of the Pennsylvania border, and that's going to occur right around 125. So 125, the stronger winds pushing through your area. Going to the north, still starting to see some clusters of some heavier rain with some embedded high winds in Belmont Park. This is in Trumbull County, so if you're in between Vienna down towards Hall's Corner, south of Brookfield into Hubbard, we've got that cluster that's going to be moving or blowing through your area. Again, these are moving at 55 miles per hour to the east. We've got another cluster pushing through in Bristol, Johnston, eventually Fowler. I'll put a track on this as well. So if you're in Trumbull County, here's some timing for you. We have it in and around Warren at 113, Howland 116, Vienna 122, Brookfield at around 127, and South Pomontiering, that's in Pennsylvania, but you can see out of our area around 130. All right, moving more to the north, and we're going to track it through the rest of Geauga County and also Ashtabula County. And these clusters have had some stronger winds associated with it. We've got some heavy rain in and around North Madison, Thompson, Roaming Shores, Conneaut, and if we put on the rotation now, you can see how fast it's moving. So again, moving to the east, 55 miles an hour. Okay, so one thing that's showing up, okay, areas west of 77, you're in the clear for severe thunderstorms. You're seeing sunshine right now, but notice how quickly clouds fill back in, and we're already starting to track rain showers west of Toledo. That's our second batch. These are going to be our scattered showers. That's going to move in through the remainder of the afternoon as our temperatures drop. We're talking temps back into the low 40s. Right now, temperatures across our area, I haven't even showed you this yet, where we're dealing with the severe storms, temperatures still in the low 60s. 63 in Ashtabula, it's 60 in Youngstown, but where the front has passed through, we've dropped 10 degrees. It's low 50s in Cleveland, Akron, Canton, New Philadelphia checking in at 57. Beyond that, go out towards Toledo and Findlay, we've dropped another 10 degrees in the low 40s. So that is all headed in our direction. By the time we hit 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Greater Cleveland, right along 77 there, I expect us to be into the low 40s as well. So this is going to drop temperatures quick here behind the front. As far as wind gusts go, wind advisory continues through 8 p.m. Just because the front is through your area, I expect the severe winds to be out. Just because those are gone does not mean that we're not going to still get wind gusts upwards of 40, 50 miles per hour. Now, when I talk about severe wind gusts over 58 miles per hour, that's constitute a severe wind gust. We've had 60 to 70. Again, we're going to drop back, but it'll still be rather gusty, rather blustery through around our dinner hour. And then as we get into the evening, that's when winds will start to gust to around 25 miles per hour. But if you look at this, I mean, take a look at some of these wind gust reports. This was as of last night, that 1 to 4 a.m. line. And I guarantee you, I've already seen reports upwards of 70. A lot of the wind reports coming out of this second batch are going to look the same. So here it is. Here's your hour by hour forecast. That line moving out of here by 1:30, severe all clear. Likely the severe thunderstorm watch will be dropped in our area, and then we get ready for the colder temps. 42, 45. You're seeing it here. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, low and mid 40s. Cold rain showers pushing in, and then that trough moves through right around 9 o'clock. That's going to kick up some lake enhancement, so it'll mix with some snow as temperatures drop towards freezing. Not expecting anything in the way of accumulation. Don't even worry about that. I mean, Mother Nature can't pull that kind of joke on us, right? It's April Fool's and we're tracking severe thunderstorms twice in one day. By 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're waking up to a cold start, temperatures in the upper 20s to low 30s, and hey, we've got a nice quiet day. Smooth sailing for us on Sunday. Temperatures back into the mid and upper 40s. So yes, it is definitely going to be chilly or cooler, but at least we're not going to be dealing with those strong storms. So your latest weather alerts, we've got that wind advisory until 8 p.m. Winds out of the southwest staying 20 to 30, gusting to 50. Our areas east, the severe thunderstorm warnings, and they continue through around 1:30 this afternoon. Large tree down in Cuyahoga Falls. Brecksville measured a 51-mile-per-hour wind gust. Some trees, a healthy 6-inch tree down in Medina County, a utility pole down. In Portage County, trees reported down in Kent, Ravenna, Aurora, Manaway. A possible tree on a mobile home in Whispering Pines. Fairport Harbor, okay, here's one. An 80-mile-per-hour wind gust recorded at the buoy station in Fairport. So Fairport Harbor could have had 80-mile-per-hour winds pushing through your area. Again, that was recorded over a buoy, but that's just right off Fairport there. Severe thunderstorm warning has expired for Stark County. So if you are in Stark County, you are all clear. Now we're just waiting on a couple more counties. Ashtabula. Take off these storm tracks and if you are in Ashtabula, Trumbull, Mahoning, and Columbiana County, we've got that line moving through the central parts of your county right now, so you're still dealing with the worst of this with those 60, possibly 70-mile-per-hour winds. Other than that, Lake, Geauga, Portage, Summit, Stark County, and then as we head down towards Carroll County, Tuscarawas County, you're in the clear. No more severe thunderstorm warnings for you. So again, in and around the Youngstown area, the cold front moving through, down through center, that line continues to work its way to the east. If you're in and around Cortland, you've got the stronger winds coming through right now with those severe thunderstorms. Again, these are just severe thunderstorm warnings. We have not had a tornado warning issued for our area, just those higher wind gusts. Now upwards of 80 reported in and around Fairport Harbor in Lake County. So Lake County, Ashtabula County, and then again we've had numerous reports of trees down in spots, utility poles, and some roof and some shingle damage in places as well. I mean 60, 70-mile-per-hour winds, that definitely can do some damage across our area. So of course we will have the latest storm reports. Alexis will be in momentarily. I'm not sure if we have a 6 o'clock show, but we'll have the latest what kind of storm reports we've had across our area. It was bad here in northern Summit County, but the sun is out. Patty, thank you for the report. On and off rain in Willoughby, Alliance now sunny. I see. I told you it'd be quick. I mean, we were talking about this all morning long. A window between 11:30 and 1:30, and it's right on par with that. So sun out in Solon, and no more comments. I appreciate all your comments, all your reports, and if you do have damage in your area, we would love to, not love to, and of course you don't want to see damage, but we would like to see your storm report pictures. You can tweet them to me at Jenn Harcher. You can also email them to tips@fox8.com or post them on any of our social media platforms, and we will definitely be on top of passing along those reports to you. Again, 60, 70, 80-mile-per-hour winds as this line moves through our area. So we've got about 15 more minutes, and then the last of these severe thunderstorms will expire. I'm going to stay on with you just until then because you never know. Severe thunderstorms are rather feisty. We've got a cluster that's stronger move that just moved through Colebrook, green. So Williamsfield, Kinsman, heads up for you. I'm going to do one last track on this line before I end up wrapping things up because, again, moving 55 miles per hour, it'll be out before you know it. But Pierpont, Andover, heads up. We've got the line moving through. Give it the next 5-10 minutes. Williamsfield around 123, and then off into Pennsylvania. It'll be our neighbor's problem at that point. But 60, 70, 80 mile per hour wind gusts. That's impressive here with this cold front. And we've got that stronger line pushing through the Youngstown area. Boardman, Beaver continues to work its way to the east. So if you're along Route 422 in Mahoning County down towards 224 and right along 76, the Turnpike, dealing with the high winds. Columbiana County, you're almost in the clear for the severe thunderstorm. It's just this last area. Rock Camp down towards Calcutta, Sprucevale, headed towards East Liverpool. This line has had the history of those 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. So if you're in southern and southeastern Columbiana County, heads up, you've got the stronger winds headed your way. All right, so numerous trees down reported across the city in Ravenna, straight line winds. Thunderstorm warning for Geauga County has now expired. Mahoning County, we've been talking about it, getting 70 mile per hour winds moving through. Again, these are straight line winds and they're doing a lot of damage across the area here. Numerous reports of trees down in the city of Kent. Thunderstorm warning has expired for Stark, Portage, Summit County, Geauga, Lake County, and then eventually these last couple of counties. But again, right now, the hardest hit right now, Mahoning County, Columbiana County. Give it about 15 more minutes and it'll be out. We're almost in the clear in Portage and Ashtabula County, but we still have those rather high winds across our area. I mean, anywhere shaded in red, we've got the higher winds going on and lots of lightning, still producing a lightning show with this and the heavier rain. When I talk about the clear, I mean, look at this. Hold on, I want to pause this for you. Sunshine. I mean, it's outside our Fox 8 studio right now. We've got sun, Akron, Canton, New Philadelphia. But look at this. Already socked into the cloud cover are western areas. Ottawa, Seneca, Sandusky County. And then beyond that, this is what we're going to be tracking later on this afternoon. Just the garden variety rain showers, but it'll be on the cold side because we have the colder air moving into the area. Toledo right now at 42, whereas Cleveland it is 52. It's dropped to 54 in Ashtabula. Front has moved through your town. And then Youngstown, 60 still, so the front has yet to push through. Sun coming out in Willoughby now. Alliance says it's sunny. Thank you so much for everybody giving their reports. So I'm still tracking that cell here right along 322, just now to the east of Orwell, east of Colebrook. So Wick, Williamsfield, prepare for some stronger winds. Andover, as you head towards Pierpont is moving through right now. North Richmond, right along Route 7 there. 7 is the last to get hit with this, obviously, because the last here in Ashtabula County until you head on over into Pennsylvania. But we've got still some soaker right now. Geneva on the Lake, into Geneva, Harpersfield, Trumbull, Hartsgrove. Now, do we have hail still? There's still that potential of hail. And we've had reports of anywhere from P to quarter-size hail. Right now it looks like any reports, Doppler indicated hail this is on the small side. So if you do get hail, it'll likely just be a pea-size hail. It is sunny in Salem right now. Thank you, Dan, for your report. I appreciate it. Yeah, so you get the severe weather and then the sunshine comes out and then we're back to more in the way of cloud cover. Here's some latest reports. This is the one report that came out of Fairport. I wanted to show this to you. Impressive. the buoy there, buoy station at Fairport Harbor. 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts. 80 miles per hour. That's over hurricane strength. Willowick in Cuyahoga County, a piece of a roof blew off a building and damaged several vehicles in the parking lot. And then our report in downtown Cleveland, hold on, let me declutter that for you. 64-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So we went from 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts all the way up to 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts with these severe thunderstorms. Let's go on to the south and see if there are any more reports. We've got some reports now coming in out of Portage County. Again, that line just blew through about a half hour ago. So some reports here in Manaway, numerous trees reported down across the city. In and around, so same deal there. In Summit County, Cuyahoga Falls, a large tree down. 51-mile-per-hour wind gusts reported in Brecksville. We also have 3 large trees down in around Route 303. So reports of tree damage, trees down, limbs down, high wind reports in and around a lot of Medina, a lot of Summit and Portage County. And then we had that one cluster that I said produced those 70-mile-per-hour winds early on in Ashland County over towards Ashland that moved through Worcester and moved through portions of Canton. Remember, I had the viewer that said in North Canton they have a lot of damage being reported there. Sunny in Mogador right now. Sun is coming out in Summit County. All right, and let me go ahead and throw the radar back on one last time because I have a feeling that things are ending here quickly, and then we can say the all clear on severe thunderstorms across Northeast Ohio. So the latest, the severe thunderstorm warning continues for Columbiana over into Mahoning County, Trumbull County, and Ashtabula County for another 9 minutes. So right along the border there, we can still have those higher winds. Much of the cold front has moved through. And I believe, one second. The area is shaded, you know, you see Lorraine shaded in that light green color, light blue color. That's that severe thunderstorm watch. Likely once this cold front exits our area, I guarantee that that severe thunderstorm watch will be dropped for Northeast Ohio, and we will not be dealing with any more severe thunderstorms. So let's get some more storm reports for you coming into the National Weather Service. Montrose, Gent, tree and utility pole reported down near Interstate 71 and 18. 58-mile-per-hour wind gusts pass at I-90, Route 19 in Erie, PA. So the front's already in the Erie, PA. Ashtabula, Trumbull County will likely have the all clear here shortly. Again, it will probably be allowed to expire around 1:30. So that Ashtabula thunderstorm warning until 1:30 this afternoon. Mahoning and Trumbull, yours goes till 1:45, but it will likely be dropped early as this continues to work its way to the east. I'm going to turn off those warnings right now. Let me give you a track on the ending of this. Cortland, 2 minutes from now. Brookfield, 132. West Salem, that's in Pennsylvania, 145. Lake Geauga, Portage, Stark, Tuscarawas, Carroll County, and now Western Columbiana County, no longer under a severe thunderstorm warning. Youngstown reporting some high wind gusts out of that area. Youngstown, Ohio, over 60-mile-per-hour winds. Sun coming out in Willoughby, Harriet, and Dale. Wow, Costa Rica checking in on this severe thunderstorm stuff. If you look at some of these clusters here, now east of Youngstown, over the border, I'm going to say we're all clear in Mahoning County and also Columbiana County. And you know what, as far as the cold front goes for Ashtabula and Trumbull County, the cold front itself is out. We're still dealing with some rain, obviously, in and around that area. But the thunderstorms, the strong winds out of the area. So I'm pretty much going to say all clear for you as well. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate you, all your reports. Again, we dealt with this heavy, strong line of strong winds, severe winds, reports of 50, 60, 70, 80 mile per hour winds. Again, we got that 80 mile per hour wind gust off of a buoy just north of Fairport, so Fairport Harbor area, so Lake County. Willowick had some roof damage in and around that area. North Canton had some trees down, shingles blown off, houses, and then in Ashland County, numerous trees down and some damage. So thanks for joining me on this severe weather coverage. I hope I helped you out to give you a heads up. I mean, it wasn't really hard to track because it started at 11:30, and the National Weather Service, just like last night, issued the severe thunderstorm warning for each and every county as it continued to work its way to the east. But it was moving rather quickly, 55 miles per hour. As expected, though, for our area, 11:30 to 1:30, and I'm going to go ahead and announce the all clear. Now, the only thing is that it's still going to be windy, so just not those severe winds, but we're going to still have wind gusts upwards of 50 miles per hour as we go through the day today. So our wind advisory, that stays in effect until 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Winds still mainly out of the west, though, at this point, 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusting to 50. So we have that wind advisory still in play here. Look at these wind gusts. I mean, the front has passed through the area, and we're still getting wind gusts. 48 in Lorain, 49 in Worcester, 59 mile per hour wind gusts right now in New Philadelphia. We've got 59 mile per hour wind gusts in Youngstown. That's that front that just moved through the area. But we're still, I mean, look at Toledo, look at Findlay. Fronts cleared the area there a long time ago, and we're still gusting to 35 in Toledo, gusting to near 50 in Findlay. So this is why the National Weather Service still has that wind advisory posted, even though the severe line of thunderstorms have now exited our area. And this is going to continue for the next couple of hours. So be prepared for the potential of more power outages if you don't already have power outages taking place. Those gusts upwards of 40, 50 will continue through around 5 p.m. And then from there, after dinner time, it'll still be gusty, but it'll at least start to not be as severe across the area. Let's take a look at some sustained winds because I'm kind of curious with those high wind gusts. I mean, we have sustained winds out of the west anywhere from 25 to upwards of 30. 25 to 30 mile per hour sustained winds. So that's up there. We're going to continue with those winds again through the remainder of the day today. All right, so thank you so much for joining me on this very windy, stormy afternoon. It was so nice this morning. You know, we started off with lots of sunshine. It was beautiful, and you're like, oh, can we please just let it stay this way? And then the strong cold front moved through as expected, 11:30 to 1:30, and it came through with those very high winds. So hopefully you made it through it, and you don't have a lot of wind damage in your area. But again, we've had numerous reports of several trees down, roofs blown off an outbuilding, some shingles off houses, straight line winds. Like I said, I was monitoring if we had any kind of rotation, any kind of spin up, as well as the National Weather Service, and no tornado warnings were issued for our area. No tornado warnings. So one last check of the National Weather Service, and actually I might stay on here just a second. We still have some higher winds moving through Ashtabula County. Ashtabula County has extended the warning until 2 o'clock. We're also getting indications of some larger hail. So I'm sorry, I'm looking at what the National Weather Service, I didn't realize I had my face on here still. But anyhow, Ashtabula County still under the severe thunderstorm warning until about 2 o'clock. You can still see here numerous lightning strikes. We've got those higher winds. Ashtabula, Trumbull, Lenox, New Lyme, Andover, still dealing with it. Heavy rain. And then you go down towards Trumbull County, and it's now mainly more so our northeastern half of it. So north of Johnston, right along Route 5 there, Kinsman, can still have some higher wind gusts. But right now we're focusing in on Ashtabula County, where that severe thunderstorm warning has just been extended until 2 o'clock this afternoon. So Ashtabula, Roaming Shores, Pierpont, Andover, we've got some heavy rain, vivid lightning, lots of lightning strikes here, and of course those higher winds. I do want to go to our wind. Oh no, Robert, I'm so sorry to hear that. Where are you at? I'm reading some storm reports while I'm doing this, but you can see in Ashtabula County, you've got the brighter pinks, so ongoing winds, 60, possibly 70 miles per hour. Ashtabula County, and again, northeastern Trumbull County, still dealing with some of those higher severe winds. For the rest of us, we're in the clear as far as winds go. Hold on, Robert, did you tell me where you lost more of your roof? What area are you in? Canton, Massillon, trees down a lot without power. Thank you, Jeff, for the report. Wellington is going to get blown away. 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts are nothing. Now tell that to the people that have to deal with those 60 to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Oh, I hope a lot of us don't have a lot of damage in and around your area. So there you have it. We have that, the latest on the warnings. Our far northeastern counties, Mahoning, there we go. Mahoning and Trumbull County until 1:45. Mahoning, I'm going to go ahead and just say all clear for you. The thunderstorms, the rain has moved out of your area, so that'll likely expire here shortly. And then Trumbull County, our far northeastern areas, much of Ashtabula County still dealing with the thunderstorms, the high winds. We've got winds upwards of 60 and 70 miles per hour. So that's going to do some damage. I'm waiting on to see if we have some wind or storm reports coming in out of that area. Now I know you see areas still shaded here. That's that severe thunderstorm watch, and that severe thunderstorm watch technically goes until 6 p.m. The severe part of these thunderstorms has moved on, so we'll likely have this canceled from the Storm Prediction Center. The Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma is responsible for issuing severe thunderstorm watches. The warnings come out of our National Weather Service here in Cleveland, and then your Fox 8 meteorologists just tell you what's going on. We're not in charge of issuing any kind of warnings, advisories. That all comes from the National Weather Service. That's why I'm on with the chat with them, making sure that on the same page with watching these storms and also getting the latest on the storm reports coming in. Ashland County, very heavy damage. Jax, thank you for letting me know. I will let our desk know that Ashland County, as well as parts of Stark County, Portage County, we have a team of photographers that are going down to some of these areas and getting us some video and some reports. So some showers have started to pop up in and around New Philadelphia right now. Again, these are not severe. New Philadelphia not under a severe thunderstorm warning, but we do have rain pushing through the area. That's going to continue to work its way to the east. We're towards Mill, and then eventually into Carrollton County. Again, no severe thunderstorms with that, and we're still watching the severe parts of these storms here in Ashtabula County. It's getting ready to wrap up quick here. Orwell already in the clear. Lenox right on that line there. We're still raining in Geneva, Ashtabula, and Pierpont. It's these areas where you've got the heavier rain and lots of lightning. This is where you're going to get some of those winds mixing down of, as many words, of 60 to 70 miles per hour. So they're looking at, give it about another 15 minutes or so, and that should be moving out of the area. But again, if you're in western and also southwestern Ashtabula County, you are in the clear. Hartsgrove, Orwell, New Lyme, even though this thunderstorm warning continues until 2 o'clock. Pierpont, over into Riggs, Gageville, Bushnell, down towards or up towards Conneaut, you still have this one line to get through here. That's in and around Ashtabula right now, and moving towards Pierpont at the moment. So we've got the heavier rain with those higher wind gusts embedded within this cluster of thunderstorms, and this continues to work its way to the east. So again, the severe thunderstorm warning continues for Ashtabula County until 2 o'clock this afternoon, and then we can sound the all clear for the area. Look off to the west. We're starting to track some showers. This is just garden variety showers. Nothing severe coming in out of these that are popping up in Oak Harbor, Fremont, and Tiffin. We're just seeing just the garden variety showers out of this and those colder temperatures. I do want to put on the latest reports once again, just to see if we have some more coming in. And so far, we have the same reports posted across our area. But as you can see, there are lots of areas that had wind damage, strong wind damage. Anywhere you see the trees and those are wind reports, and then damage reports are obviously where those little tree icons, and a lot of it coming in out of Medina, Summit, Portage County, and then again down towards Ashland County. So 60, 70 mile per hour winds, definitely not kind to us with this line of thunderstorms along a cold front, and that continues to work its way out of our area. Look at the remainder of the next 24 hours. I want to show you this. So yeah, there's still the chance for some showers around, but again, we're not talking thunderstorm activity. So that's the good news. Temperatures dropping. By 6 o'clock, we're 44 degrees. By 10 o'clock, 38, and we'll be tracking some snow mixing in from time to time. But then a nice quiet day on tap for us tomorrow. Upper 20s, low 30s expected out the door, and lots and lots of sunshine. So grab your shades, and you will not have to worry about any kind of severe thunderstorms. I do want to give you a check of our 8-day forecast, and upper 40s expected on Sunday. How about some spring temps with no severe thunderstorms? I'll take them. 61, 65 degrees Monday into Tuesday. Low 70s expected Wednesday. Later in the day, we'll likely be tracking some thunderstorms with some wind. And then at the end of the week, you know what's going on. We've got the Guardians game. Home opener. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures generally in the mid and upper 40s. So definitely cooler for the home opener. Okay, so Trumbull and Mahoning County, you are now not under a severe thunderstorm warning. It has allowed to expire. The last lone county still under a severe thunderstorm warning, that would be Ashtabula County, and that's in effect until 2 p.m. Your local storm reports coming in out of Bainbridge in Geauga County. Thunderstorm damage, large tree uprooted near 303 and Bainbridge Road. We also have more reports of damage coming in across our area. So hopefully you fared the severe weather. I know 60, 70 mile per hour winds, and it always happens on a Saturday. I heard last Saturday I was out of town, so I didn't have a chance to go through what you had to go through. But I heard last Saturday, those were some wicked winds as well. Strong cold front. It's now racing into Pennsylvania. Behind that, you see the curl. There's our light rain showers and eventually changing over to a mix. So rather potent system. I'm going to go ahead and take one last look of Ashtabula County for you before I give you the all clear. And our far eastern and northeastern areas still under that severe thunderstorm warning. So if you're in Ashtabula, Denmark, Andover, Pierpont, Conneaut, about another 5 more minutes, 1:45, and this batch should be over the border and out of your area. But again, you're dealing with those 60, 70 mile per hour winds. The last of the area to get the thunderstorms moving in, and you're going to be the last to get them moving out. And we had lots of sunshine ahead of that. So on top of that, look at this little cluster that's starting to form here in Tuscarawas County, New Philadelphia. This is going to continue to move to the east too, but I'm not expecting it to blossom into anything severe. If it does, I think it's going to be more south and just south of our viewing area, south of Carroll County. But of course, we'll watch it for you. But right now, just seeing garden variety showers popping up. Where the severe stuff is, that's still the main threat. The actual front itself is out of our area over into Pennsylvania, but we're still seeing those high winds or getting reports of higher winds out of Ashtabula County. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Yep. Okay. There we are. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I hope you were warned early enough as this line moved through. Again, we had heavy rain, severe winds with this, and numerous severe thunderstorm warnings along that line. I'm going to go ahead and say all clear across our area. The severe stuff is over with. One more report here. From the National Weather Service in Bainbridge, another one, large tree uprooted near 306 and Bainbridge Road. Hopefully we get the cleanup quick and you can enjoy your Sunday with lots of sunshine, and hopefully you had minimal damage. 60, 70 mile per hour winds at 80 mile per hour wind gusts in Fairport. Those were high. All clear, severe weather, now just some scattered rain showers and colder temps. I wish I could say I was joking. April Fools. We've got that wind advisory that continues until 8 o'clock. We'll still have those higher wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour. So there's still the potential of some power outages and some trees down or limbs down, but 40 to 50 definitely not as severe, obviously, as those 70, 80 mile per hour wind gusts with the initial front itself. So thanks for joining me on our web platforms on Fox 8 News. Alexis will be in later today. She'll wrap everything up for you, let you know what areas were the hardest hit, what the latest wind gusts were on that, and of course, bring you the latest forecast and look at the week ahead of us. And like I said, there's a day where we're going to be in the 70s, so that's something to look forward to. And no severe weather on tap for us for at least the next several days. I'm talking about 4 or 5 days before there's the next severe weather potential. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'm sure I'll speak with you again tomorrow. Again, Fox 8 News in the morning on at 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., and then we have another show at 11, from 11 to 11:30. So I will see you then.